Alright, moment of truth. Let's hope it turns on. The hell are you doing here? Well, hello there everybody, Jurassic Man.
I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground.
And here, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be showing you guys my gaming setup, so let's dive right into the video, shall we? Oh god, the people watching are gonna be like,
what is wrong with you?
Anyways, I made this bad boy myself, so let's go over the parts list before I show a montage of me making these things. Anyway, starting off with the motherboard, we have the Ultra Dark by Gigabyte, I mean Ultra Durable. This is the V760 D2H DDR4. This is the DDR4 version of the V760. It has 2 RAM slots and it is 13th generation of Intel compatible, I think 14th generation as well with BIOS update. And this is a very good motherboard, but anyways, here is the box from the front and the back. You guys can see all of the details you want to see, and yeah, it will get the job done. Anyways, the next part which we have here is the power supply, which is basically just a Chinese brand power supply which I bought off AliExpress. It is by a brand called Thunder and took like 3 months to deliver, but anyways, it's here and it is installed in that thing. And the only thing which I will say about this thing is that it has ketchup and mustard cables. Actually not ketchup and mustard, it's basically black and yellow cables, but you get the idea. And it is not on the power supply tier list, so that's why I would not recommend buying this. But from the seller which I bought this from, he said that there are no issues with this and nobody has returned this, so hopefully it doesn't blow up actually. The next part which we have is the CPU cooler, because the CPU which I bought, which is the i5-12400F, that didn't come with a cooler because I just bought a tray, so I had to buy another cooler. So the cooler which I bought is from the same brand, which is the power supply, which is Thunder again. This is an okay cooler. It comes with 2 RGB fans, which I forgot to actually install the connector which controls the RGB, so I was like, why the hell is the RGB not showing up? So it actually works now, so that's pretty good. Also, by the way, I'm using like Gigabyte's RGB Fusion software for this, so that's why it's green. It's not in the rainbow form because I changed that. I also changed like the fan curves of this. I will be showing you guys like a sound test of these fans which are installed, the stock fans, because many of you might be using those fans or some of you might change them to RGB ones. For the RAM, I have 16 gigs of Hikvision RAM, which are clocked at like 3200 megahertz, and the box they came in I just threw away. It was just like a clamshell thing, nothing too special, but it will get the job done. It doesn't even have a heat spreader, but it's fine. Again, bought that thing off of AliExpress as well. So one thing which I forgot to mention is that CPU cooler. That thing was a kick in the teeth to actually install in this thing because of those stupid clips which were like very hard to install. And the RAM as well, when I was pushing it inside, my 2 thumbs actually started to hurt because it was the first time I was actually doing that. And other than that, there were no issues with the casing as well. There is enough space behind that thing to actually manage the cables as well. The part which I did forget to mention actually is the graphics card, which is GTX 1660 Super by Nvidia. Gigabyte has made this version and it is a good card. I have actually tested it to see if it's mine or not, which it is not. The maximum temperature which this thing does go is till 80 degrees on full load. Normally it's at like 45 degrees and the fans don't even spin up, so it's a great card. But when it spins up to full speed, I have noticed that there is a bit of whining, but that could just be the hard drive which I have installed in this thing. I have actually installed the hard disk, which I think I told you guys earlier, and the motherboard actually came with 2 of those SATA cables, and I used one of them, which was the L connector. Also, one thing which I forgot to show you guys is this motherboard light over here. Not this one, this is just like an error. I don't know why it's showing that. Maybe the system needs to restart or something. But this light is over here. It's not RGB, just like an orange light, but it's cool to see there as well. Moving on to the montage actually of me building this thing. So let's move on to that, shall we? RAM. RAM installed. Installing CPU, which is this called sunscreen. Dun dun dun. Bow chicka wow. Cooler installed finally. It runs. It runs. It runs. It runs. It runs. Woohoo! It runs. Ah shit. Here we go again. Dun 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 dun. Power supply. Power supply. Dun 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 dun. The RTX 4090. Da-na-na. Okay. Turbo Flex. We got package. Alright, time to place the GTX 1660 Super inside this casing with one hand, because I'm using one hand for recording this video. Okay. Line it up. And there we go. Click into place. Nice. Alright, let's move on to the next bit. Alright, moment of truth. Let's hope it turns on. Oh no. Wait, I think I didn't turn this on actually. I did not turn this on, did I?
The greatest technician that's ever lived.
Lights. Yes, it works. It runs. It runs. It's alive. Anyways, here is the sound check with the new GPU installed. The only thing which you can hear is the stupid hard drive, so without it, it would be very quiet. So have a listen. Anyways, moving on to the peripherals next. Red Dragon K630. This is a decent keyboard for the budget. It has mechanical switches, which you guys can hear over here. Hopefully the fan isn't too loud. It's very hot in here. The phone actually overheated. Anyways, this thing also comes with these two flip-up risers, which if you need to use them, you can. It also has a USB Type-C on this side here. It is a non-wireless keyboard, but the K530 is the wireless version, so you can buy that if you want to. This is also RGB, like you guys saw over there when this was plugged in. And I bought this one with the blue switches because it was the only one which was available. You can also obviously take this out and change them, these keycaps, if you want to. Also, I do actually have a box of that Red Dragon keyboard as well, which is this. Oh, it's wrong box. I meant to show you this one. This is the Red Dragon box. You guys can see all of the details here. It's dusty again because of all of the dirt in this house. This is the back side of this thing. It also comes with a switch puller and a keycap puller, which let me show you actually real quick. Over here, this is the switch puller and the keycap puller, and also some extra switches if any one of those actually get ruined or break. So, and also a sticker. You never forget the sticker, which I might actually install on that thing as well. So the next part which we have over here is the Razer Viper Mini. This is the mouse which I will be using. I bought this thing like 2 years ago. I didn't bother to even make like a review of this thing, but now I am. And it is a very good mouse actually. It has 2 of these extra buttons. It also has some RGB over here and here. And it has a DPI button over here. The beautiful box which this thing came in. You guys can see all the details if you want to. Which, by the way, this is an ultralight mouse. This mouse pad which I bought off of AliExpress. It was a very cheap mouse which I bought. Mouse pad, I mean. I think it was for like $5 or maybe even less. I don't remember. But basically, this is a full-size mouse pad. And does the job pretty nice. I have actually cleaned it once or twice, but it's getting dirty again because of all of the dust in this interior. Over here, this is a BM800. This is a Chinese microphone. You guys might know about it if you guys are like on a tight budget. But this is a great microphone for starting out, and it comes with like this boom arm. It also comes with this shock mount, the mic itself, a pop filter, and another one of those filters as well, which like becomes like a shield here. I don't know where it is. I think I probably lost it. And yeah, it also comes with this XLR cable as well. Sound card, I have this little thing which I bought for like a few bucks or a few cents. I don't remember. It was again 2 years ago. But it gets the job done again. I can plug my microphone over here and my headset over here or my speakers. I can also increase or decrease the volume and mute my microphone or my speakers. Headphones, I have these Koshin headphones which I reviewed on this channel a while ago. So if you guys want to see an in-depth review of this microphone, check that video out where I sounded like a chipmunk. But yeah, anyways, it also has like a blue light on this thing, but you need to connect an extra USB thingy. But yeah, so here is the HP monitor. You guys can see the model number over here, and it also has some USB ports over here, and this one actually came with like a Dell stand. If you guys can see, maybe you cannot, but it actually came with a Dell stand. The seller was selling it for about, I think, like $50, but I bargained and got it for like $30. The colors look good. This is just a 1080p monitor with 60 Hz refresh rate, but you can actually do this. Actually, wait, hold on a sec. You can actually rotate it like this and use it as a secondary monitor as well, which is very cool. Anyways, here is the I/O of this monitor. Actually, there is a display port behind that thing as well, so if you want to use the display port, you can. Anyways, that will be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, do not forget to like and subscribe. And I do apologize for the late upload schedule. I was actually busy with my papers and schoolwork and college work. So yeah, because of that I wasn't able to upload many videos, but now hopefully I will be able to, especially now that I have this thing behind me. So yeah, I mean behind the power of my hand, I mean. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.